Hello, IMO families, and welcome to this week's Heather's Highlights. We're here on the beautiful elementary campus where this week we get to talk to Miss Kathy Tobin, the principal, as well as Lincoln, an Upper Elm student. So today we have Miss Kathy Tobin, the principal here at the elementary campus. Miss Kathy, for our new families, would you mind just sharing a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm originally from Ireland. I moved here in '93, took my Montessori training in 1994, went on then to get my state certification in teaching. And immediately afterwards, this school, Montessori Winter Garden Charter School, discovered that there was a state certified Montessori trained teacher in the wilds of Orlando. And they found me and I happily joined. I left for a year after that. I was teaching kindergarten that year in Winter Garden, and went and taught for a year at a Title I school, and then came back teaching kindergarten again. Went back to school, got my master's degree in ed leadership, and quickly became assistant principal, spent 5 years in that role, and I believe this year is my 5th year as principal at IMO. So it's been absolutely amazing to see us grow from our tiny little strip mall experience into this huge, big 2-campus experience.
Absolutely. As you can tell, Miss Kathy has a ton of Montessori experience, so we're really lucky to have you here. Yesterday, we got to celebrate our International Day of Peace. Could you explain to the families the correlation between Montessori and our peace education?
I love it. So lots of people don't know, but Maria Montessori was actually nominated for 3 Nobel Peace Prizes and did a lot of work with Mahatma Gandhi. They actually shared a conference stage in London, I think in the 1930s. So they were both very much of a like mind around the importance of incorporating peace education with children. Maria Montessori and Mahatma Gandhi both felt that in order for us to ever get to a peaceful world, we really need to start to work with the children. You don't get to suddenly turn around to someone who's fully formed and go, oh, and also there's other people on the planet and let's be nice with them. So we start that work very young in Montessori in a number of ways. One is in self-regulation. So we're teaching the children the skill set when they are feeling overwhelmed, are feeling a whole lot of emotion, giving them strategies to help to be able to self-regulate. Every classroom on our campus has got a peace area, and that's going to be a little area of the classroom where children can go and sit and calm down. Some of the peace areas will have various strategies the children can use: yoga cards, breathing cards, books such as books on compassion, self-regulation, self-love. And then also we are going to have just opportunities for conflict resolution, something that also happens in the peace area. So aside from just what the work I do within myself, we are scaffolding the children through resolving conflicts with their peers. So the peace area is someplace where the children can invite a classmate that they're having some sort of a social or emotional conflict with, to problem solve, to state their needs, to hear the other person's perspective, and to come up with a plan to move forward. So something that's very concrete. We don't jump in and solve all the problems in Montessori. We give the children a safe place to develop the skill set themselves to work through the problems, which is really important and helps them to be able to have conversations, difficult conversations with people, which is a skill that adults sometimes struggle with, and they're doing it from the age of 3. So that's a classroom feature. Another classroom feature that supports peace education in Montessori is our very rich culture and geography curriculum. So from the age of 3, the children are learning that there are loads of countries on the planet, lots of different cultures and people with different customs, and just learning to value those people, to see that we share a humanity together. Maria Montessori strongly believed that through the age of childhood, which she determined was the end of it was the age of 24, that children need to be connected to humanity, that they feel part of humanity, so that we don't then go on to become adults who see us all divided.
Right.
Another thing that we do in Montessori, this is a feature of our elementary classrooms, is we have peace ceremonies. Many years ago, Matt and Barbara, our OG social workers, established a peace curriculum. And Matt set it up, I believe, where we assign, we have an acronym for peace. We have problem solving, enjoyment, acceptance, caring, and effort. And these beads in this jar here, each color represents a different aspect of peace. And then the children will have a classroom meeting every week where they sit and they acknowledge other children in their class for participating in peace by actions that they saw them perform.
Mm-hmm.
So they could notice that Gianni, for example, practiced great acceptance when popsicles were all sold out on Wednesday, Johandre went on and really persevered with that work that he was really struggling with. So the children recognize these aspects of peace, and what they develop in each classroom is a really big, long chain of beads. You'll see them displayed in classrooms across the school. It shows the children that peace is something that is constantly built on. It's a verb. It's something that we act towards. It's not something that we do once and it's done. It's not something that happens without us. It's a verb. We're all participating in it.
Absolutely. And if you had an opportunity, we did have some pictures and videos from yesterday. I can tell you for myself, it was breathtaking watching our students sing the song, be out there embracing peace, especially in today's time. So it definitely was something I would check out if you haven't already, of what we're teaching kids here. I know one of our goals is always sharing with parents what we're doing in the classrooms, making sure they understand Montessori. I know we have some new families. Could you talk a little bit? I know on Wednesday we're having the open house. Could you share, especially with our new families, what they will see and hear during that time?
Would love to. So open house is a great opportunity for families to come in and sort of walk through their children's day in the classroom. So I believe in elementary, we are going to have 45 minutes. It's a set schedule. So while Meet the Teacher is sort of a breeze through, walk through scenario, in the open house, it's going to be more of a set presentation. So you will want to get here on time and be in your child's classroom on time, so you can see the entirety of the presentation. I recommend, if you have children, like more than one child at each level, that you maybe just plan to spend 20 minutes in one room and 20 minutes in the other, or if you have a co-parent, you can divide and conquer, as is often the case.
Right. Yep. I think I read where our primary and lower L starts at 5. Maybe,
right,
and then our upper L,
and then 6 to 6:45.
Perfect. Yeah. So we really hope that you'll come out, learn what your child's doing in the classroom. Ms. Kathy, thank you so much for sharing about peace and how we implement that in the classroom with us, and also for all that you do here at Innovation Montessori.
Thank you so much.
This is Lincoln, and he's one of our upper L students, and he's been with us since the CASA program. So you've been here for several years.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So you've had a lot of peace education throughout the years. Can you tell everyone what peace means?
Problem solving, effort, acceptance, caring, and enjoyment.
Absolutely. So, you've had a lot of peace education in your classroom. How do you use that in your everyday life?
Well, you try to put effort into everything, and if there's a problem, you have to solve it. So.
Absolutely. Do you get to utilize the bead system? How does that work within your classroom?
In my class, there's one person that calls your name, and then they give a bead to someone else to for problem solving, acceptance, or if they sat with them, enjoyment at lunch.
Okay, so when you see someone doing something good or something that meets one of our peace criteria, you give them a bead, and then is it placed on a string, and then you hang that string up in your classroom? How does that work?
Yes, it gets hanged up above our peace shelf.
Above your peace shelf. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with the community, especially all of our new families that's not sure, and we excited to have you here and keep sharing peace.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Kathy and Lincoln, for sharing your thoughts on International Day of Peace. We do have a few upcoming events. On Wednesday, we have Meet the Teacher. Please come out and learn what your child is doing in the Montessori environment. On Sunday, September the 28th, is Elementary Garden Day. On Wednesday, October the 1st, is our elementary campus tour at 9 a.m. And on Thursday, October the 2nd, is our first Peace Corner Cafe. We hope that you'll join us in some of our events, and we hope you have a wonderful week.